Hi everyone, I'm Savannah from ProMUA.com. Today I'm going to do a hair tutorial. A lot of you will have seen the look that Blake Lively wears, those really loose and relaxed curls. I love those. It's just a nice way to have your hair done and styled but not look too stuffy and overdone. And just really nice and loose. So I'm going to show you how to get that look with just a simple curling iron. I'm using my Baby Bliss Pro, but you can use any type of curling iron, and this one's about, I think, like a 1.5 inch. So depending on the size of the curls that you want, you can use a different curling iron. I use this size because it's just big enough that it makes it really loose and relaxed rather than a tight curl, but it's small enough that that it actually will work in my hair, and works with different lengths as well, because if you have shorter hair, it doesn't do anything if you just have a big barrel. So I'm going to show you how to do that soft look. So I've actually blow dried my hair already, parted in the center. I like doing this look with parted in the center for me, but sometimes I'll do it a little bit off to the side as well. So what I'm going to do is separate my hair into 3 sections, and this shouldn't take too long. My hair is pretty fine, so it doesn't take too long, and just clip up so you've got a layer on the bottom. And depending on, again, how tight you want your curls, you can do it in smaller sections if you want tighter curls, or in bigger sections if you want just really loose curls. So I'm going to use just a regular Tresemme heat tamer spray just to protect my hair, and I'm not going to do too much of that. Just one spray is fine for this layer of hair, and kind of make sure that it's all through. And I'm going to take a third of that. So basically I'm going to leave the back section as one section, and then the 2 sides, and separate it that way. So rather than taking the curling iron and doing it the traditional way of putting that piece in and wrapping it around, I'm actually going to take the curling iron, let's see if I can get this cord here, upside down, and I'm going to take the hair, make sure it's really nice and smooth, and wrap it around starting at the top and lay it flat right to the edge. And watch out you don't burn your fingers. And just let it drop down. So yeah, a lot of you can see those tapered curling irons that get smaller on the tip of it. They actually come with like a protective glove, but I'm a daredevil. I'm going out without gloves. No. Yeah, just be really careful that you don't touch your fingers. So again, with the back part, and it doesn't matter which way your hair is going to wrap around in the back, but I will tell you why I'm doing certain directions here when I get to this other side. So I'm actually going to switch hands and use this hand and wrap this piece around. So what I want to do is make sure that the barrel is always behind the hair. So I'm wrapping backwards rather than forwards, and what that's going to do is it's going to give you that soft beachy look. If you pull it forward, it looks a little bit more prom-y, a little bit overdone, and this way it just helps to keep that soft, flowing, natural curl. And once that layer is done, how's that one look? Oh, nice and relaxed. Then I just drop down and take the second level of hair. So yeah, depending, if you do have a lot more hair than me, which is probable, I have pretty fine hair, you can separate it into 4 different sections, 5 different sections, whatever you want to do. Just taking that heat tamer and making sure that I've got some protector on there. And I'm actually just going to split this into 2 sections on the side this time. And making sure it's in my left hand for my right side of my head. I've also got the temperature of my curling iron up pretty high, almost to as high as it will go. And I know that it's always a little bit scary when you have fine hair to do that. You think it might burn your hair or damage your hair. But what that actually does is it keeps you from having to go back and redoing that section of hair in case it didn't take several times, which is actually more drying and more damaging for your hair to do it repeatedly than to just do it once with a high heat. Switching hands. It's always hard to see how much hair you've got left when it starts getting intertwined with the part that's already been curled. And taking down the final section of your hair, a couple of sprays. I'm actually going to do the back of it first. Actually, I'm going to do the front. I'll probably have to redo the front just to make sure that it's perfect. But these are the most important parts. The front, right around the face. You want to make sure that you don't get it too high to the root of the hair for the front part, because it'll just keep it looking even more relaxed if you go start at like mid shaft of the hair. So I'm going to show you what to do with that piece in a second. If you do have any strays, you want to make sure that you're not pulling your fingers through any of the curls that are still hot. That is going to pull them out and make you lose your curl faster. So you want to just make sure that you're not handling the ones that are still hot too much, or hardly at all, just to make sure that you have staying power with your curl. Switching hands. And onto the last section. Okay, so once you've got curls in all of your hair, there are little pieces like this one that didn't quite get the entire curl. So with that, you can use this thing if you have it, or just go over it again in the same direction as you did before with that main curl. If you don't have one of these, if you're working with one of those tapered curling irons. But if you do have a little thumb, I call that the thumb of it, make sure that your barrel is to the back and go about mid-shaft, and then easily just pull the hair through, and you can kind of ease the tension with your thumb there, and you just want to make it really, really soft and kind of blend into those other curls. So once you've got all the curl in, you can use a hairspray. This doesn't have to, you don't have to wait until your hair cools to put the spray on if you're using a spray that has a lot of flexibility to it. So I'm using Redken number 12. It's Fashion Work number 12. And basically that allows for like really soft bouncing waves. It smells good, but still hairspray. Hairspray is hairspray. So once you get that kind of all over, you don't want to put too much. Oh, I missed a spot there. You don't want to put too much on because you don't want it to get crusty, even if it is a soft spray. But yeah, you do want to just do a light spray of hairspray or some sort of hold, and wait for it to cool. And once your hair is cooled, you can then run your fingers through and just lightly make it look a little bit less like ringlets. And then you've got a beachy bombshell hair look. It's perfect for summer. It's really nice and relaxed. It's perfect for going out. It's perfect for the daytime. It's great for meetings. It's a really good look. And again, as I said, you can part your hair in the center, or if you're not comfortable with that, you can part it on the side. You still have to do the same kind of sweep out look with just holding the barrel behind your hair and wrapping it around. But either way, it looks really, really lovely for all of those different occasions. Hopefully you like this tutorial, and I will see you soon again in YouTube land. Bye.